and with her new partner, and Kusuma now playing with Militia Puspitasari. They've only played 6 events together as a pair. And they're up against Hirokami and Hobara. First meeting between these pairs, most probably because the Indonesians have had a complete rethink of who should be playing with who.
Ladies, you will choose, it's a red or black. Black, red for you.
That's Iris Metspalu as umpire.
It's a red. That court. Who will receive? Hirokami. Hirokami to receive. Melissa to serve. Good luck.
Well, that's done. Very lucky to still have with us in the commentary box a women's doubles player, and that's Gronya Somerville. Now, Gronya, you've played with, well, currently you're playing with Angela. You played with different partners before. The Indonesians have been together for 6 events. Is that enough? I mean, seeing as how they've both been top 30, they've both been top 25, can you just, what the Indonesians are doing, just mash people together and within 5 or 6 events get results?
I think as a player, it for sure takes maybe at least 10 tournaments to feel comfortable. You definitely learn a lot more from each other with each tournament that goes by, and just kind of that instinctualness of where you think your partner's hitting, or you know, the type of shots that they like to play from certain positions. You just kind of add to that experience each time. So yeah, the more the better for sure. Sometimes you can just naturally gel really well and get that chemistry straight away, but I would say typically definitely quite a few tournaments.
Well, as I said, they're at 6, and it's already a quarterfinal appearance here in Australia. But once again, the likes of Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning not in attendance because of the China National Championship. So it was Jolene Pulele in 40 minutes, Bichimon and Liang from Australia in 22 minutes. The youngsters of Bichimon, Liang, 16 and 17 years old, right?
Yeah, had a lot of youngsters playing here at the Australian Open in the earlier rounds, which is great experience for them to compete against players of this level.
No, it was good. It was a good showcase of Australian talent. And there's Hirokami, 23 years old, born in Toyama. It's been as high as 18th in the world. That was with Unicato, and that was back in May of 2023. Bronze medalist at the Asia Team Championships 3 years ago. Bronze medalist, as we've been saying, at the World Junior Championships. That was back in 2019. The edition that was in Kazan in Russia. There's a 27-year-old partner, Sayaka Hobara.
Who's a lefty as well.
Ready to play.
Left-right combo, usually pretty lethal.
Check against Crystal Lai, 34 minutes. Chun Sun and Chu Yun. 2 results to take them up to this quarterfinal. There's confirmation that Iris Metspalu is in the big chair. And she should be joined by Kelvin Sweet, yep, in New Zealand. Well, based on the fact that Kusuma and Puspitasari are still gelling together as a pair, I guess Hirokami and Hobara are going to be favourites for this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Hirokami Rui and Hobara Sayaka, Japan. And on my left, Febriana Pitucci Kusuma and Melissa Trias Puspitasari, Indonesia. Melissa Trias Puspitasari to serve to Hirokami Rui. Level. Play.
Well, immediately into what's been turning into their favoured combination of Kusuma at the back. Now, of course, in the flat defence.
1 love.
And there is that left-right combination that you were talking about.
5-1.
It's just out. Oh, in.
Gabriana Tiguchi Kusuma challenge is called in.
Not surprised that challenge is coming in. First challenge of the match on the second point.
Correction out. 2 love. Play.
96.
Good rotation from the Japanese pair.
Call. Service over. 1-2.
7-19.
It looked like it may have been shading out. Puspitasari and Hirokami finds the corner.
All.
I did say earlier that Hirokami and Hobara a little bit more settled. They've had some results and recently as well. Quarterfinal appearances at
Service over.
Kumamoto last week.
2.
In Korea as well. Picked up a third place in Hong Kong, Thailand and Taipei.
9-19.
Which of course makes this sixth quarterfinal. Looking for their fourth semi. It's a good conversion rate. Just tips the net from Hobara.
4-2.
Once again, there's that preferred partnership for the Indonesian. Kusuma with the big backcourt attacks. Puspitasari keeping a close eye on the net. That's good from Hobara though.
Service over. 3-4.
20. Match point 10.
Service over. 5-3.
pressure from Hirokami, but they seemed a little bit confused there, right?
3.
Yeah, well, it was a really good,
Japanese pair, yeah.
really good position that Japan got into with the half-court smash there, but Kusuma was just able to get it over, and that's when the Japanese were a bit overcommitted to the front court, so had to run around each other to try and get that back. But just very strong defense by Kusuma, even under a lot of pressure.
6, 3. Seven, 3.
Next match going to court 3. This one was just Indonesia. Indonesia.
Service over.
Great angle there. It looks like they've caught Puspitasari off guard a little bit with her movement. A couple times so far.
Well, that's, as I said, their movement. I watched the Indonesians yesterday as well. That's what was missing. They had the quality of the shots. They, you know, they half rotated well, but at times they were a little bit loose on up at the front.
Yabiana to receive.
That's probably Japan's strength, so it'll be interesting seeing the different styles of the kind of Indo power against the Japanese rally and movement.
It's gone wide. And they're beginning to push forward.
5, 7.
Oh, had to go for the drop shot from the back.
8, 5.
A couple of inches too short. And they might be a little loose and a little bit lax, but Kusuma and Puspitasari so far doing well in game 1. 3 points up.
Service over.
Nice middle smash. And that's one of the ones that a new partnership not always super comfortable with knowing who's getting those middle shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Service over. 9, 6.
It's a good play by Hobara to get back into position. In fact, she's done a full circuit of the court, and that's point. Great rally.
46.
Hobara doing well to just keep on her toes. And in the end, it's beautiful placement by Kusuma, just behind the back of Hirokami.
10, 6.
53 shots on this rally so far. Again, good positional movement from Hobara. And once again, that's a full circuit of the court. That's that last shot.
Interval.
A bit too much for us. So we're at the break, and it's 11-6 to Kusuma and Puspitasari.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, they're getting back on court. The second phase of game one. I can tell you that while there is a brand new partnership for the Indonesians,
11,
actually not that much older for the Japanese pair either. They actually paired up in March of this year. And it was Hirokami's idea, and the stated reason was the ambition to compete for LA 28, the Olympics. So all those results, which is the Taipei Open, the Thailand Open, I was going through, they've actually notched up in about 6 months.
6.
That is a very good start to a partnership.
Yeah, as you said, some people just click, right? Then they...
I think from the Japan team also now, Shida and
Agrisha.
Arisa. Yeah.
Igarishi, I should say.
Higashino?
Higashino. I'm just always going to think of her as Higashino.
13, 6.
Yeah, also a new partnership with very impressive results straight away. So
Yeah.
sometimes when the caliber of the players is so high.
Well, that's the thing with those two. I guess you just have to work out tiny, tiny bits as to how you move on court, really, because
7.
but it's different for Hirokami and Hobara at 23. So they've literally just a couple of years come out of the juniors. It's around this time that they're going to start making a proper impact.
I think Bar is 27, so a little bit of a
Hobara's been at what?
gap there with the experience.
Hobara just loves doing these full circuits of the court. Just circling around Hirokami. There's another one. Almost 3 quarters. That's, based on the scoreboard, really helping. 14-7 down.
Not the best smash placement there, getting off balance, and then Kusuma is very good to counter and get the opponent out of position if they smash at the wrong spot. I would think that Japan would have a better time getting through the Indo's defense if they were to attack Puspitasari a little bit more than Kusuma. And especially with the change of pace as well, we mentioned that at the start, drop shots and the movement of the Indos, not as good, but it seems like Japan's still just kind of going with the smashes and the power of the attack, whereas I think a bit more of a rally, like clear drop, using some skill and different types of speeds in their attack would probably be more effective.
So it's over 20, match point 11.
It's just been a stout defense from the Indonesians. And add to that a couple of errors, I should say, just like that.
16-7.
And what you've got is a scoreline that isn't exactly reflective of the effort that Hirokami and Hobara have been putting in.
Well, you can put in a lot of effort, but if
Yeah, you're right.
it's not the right shot or the right place, it can really backfire. But no, I know what you mean. You can be in a really good position the whole rally, and you could just mess up the last shot, and that's not reflective of the whole rally, the position that you're in. But ultimately, that's all that matters is you
Yeah.
lose that last.
Well, that's the thing. No one ever remembers all that other stuff.
Service over. 8.
And that's actually what I was talking about with the men's singles that we just watched, because in history, that's going to be recorded as a win for Chao Tin-Chen and 5 match points saved in the second game. And that's about as much depth as you're going to get when it gets recorded as a stat.
Yeah. We know the full story.
Exactly. Light touch from Kusuma at the front. Mistake from
9.
but I was actually happy with the way the Indonesians were moving there.
Yeah. Right idea. Definitely the right shot to play. Just move it a little bit more.
At the court, please.
I feel like with this Indo partnership, you can see that they could be more effective if they were able to better kind of feel as a front player where the intercept was coming. It looks like a couple opportunities where they've missed the intercept when they could probably finish it in a couple shots. It's
Right.
gone past the front person and the back person has had to cover. And that's something that at the top level players that are really familiar with their partner, they can just jump out and intercept really effortlessly.
9-16.
There's a couple of Japan fans in the audience. I didn't get to quite read what the cardboard placard said, but the headband said it all. Stout defense from Kusuma again. Good communication between the Indonesians.
Next match on to court 2 is men's doubles match 26. Cesar Karimlan Kitana, Reza Kamini Bahani, Indonesia. Takiru Kunagai and Hiroki Nishi, Japan.
They just keep plugging away. Hirokami and Hobara, but as you said, not really making the inroads that they want. What a shot from Kusuma.
That was a tennis back
Yeah.
nearly.
I think that was borderline golf, actually.
Baseball?
Yes, she really took a huge swing at it. Like, this is the one. Look at that. And it's not your usual technique, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the Japanese style that the Japanese small players use for their backhand clears, which is just swinging their whole body and their whole arm. But it's
Shida.
pretty
Shida
effective.
does that.
Yeah, it's pretty effective. It works for them.
$17-9.
So 17-9, and a glorious opportunity for Kusuma and Militia. It's gone long, one left.
18-9.
return from Hobara.
Silver, 10-18. Service over, 19.
Points keep falling
10.
for Kusuma and Puspitasari.
Gabriana to serve.
Hirokami this time finds the corner.
Service over,
I think it's a
11.
question of a little too late in this first game anyway.
Service over,
It is 9 game points.
game point 11.
As that goes out, so mistakes
First
frequent
game won
for
by
Hirokami
Gabriana
and Hobara.
Kusuma and
Around
Melissa
21-11.
Puspitasari, 21-11.
So back on court for game 2. Change of ends. And Hirokami and Hobara are going to be at the further end now.
I think if the Japs want to stay in this, they definitely have to mix up the pace of their shots. They can't just keep smashing. That's what the Indos really love, is just power coming on them and countering and using that attack. Really have to try and get the moving more, taking more steps, different angles, and using the skill that the Japanese players have as opposed to just the power.
But right now, there's just a couple too many mistakes.
It was the right idea by Hobara. They're stepping in to try and take that smash early to counter. So I think they'll come with a little bit more initiative in this game.
And again, These shots coming back from the Indonesian side, just a little bit too much on them. 11 places between them in the rankings.
3
Stands right now.
love.
Which is the high-ranked pair?
Kusuma and Puspitasari, actually.
Okay. And I wonder with these change of combos, especially from the Indonesia side, if they are trialing new ones to put in place for the next Olympics, or if they're just trying to give the younger players that experience with an older player for this period to then just put the more experienced ones back together for the Olympics. It's always an interesting trial period.
Well, it's actually, it's happened not just on the women's side as well, even on the men's side. Alfin and Fikri, who will be watching
5
later on.
love.
We have mixed it up with Martin, Ardianto. We've all been moved around.
It's always a big switch up after the Olympic year. That's when associations and players have a chance to, you know, play around a little bit. There's usually retirements that happen as well. So
that's because it's the furthest away from the next Olympics.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be trying these things.
yeah, exactly.
You want to kind of be set up 1 year, 2 years before the Olympic push, right?
Yeah, so given the next Olympics is 2028, pretty much by 2026, all the pairs and players going for the 2028 Olympics should be starting the whole prep in 2026.
Right.
Because it's midway through 2027 that they have to be getting the results to qualify. And so you pretty much need 1 year of good tournaments to have an established ranking and all that kind of stuff before the actual qualification period. So people think it starts, you know, when the qualification period starts, but definitely starts before that if you're doing it well planned.
And you've done all this stuff, Olympian, right? You went through the whole kind of getting together and making sure you qualify and get the results.
I've pretty much done 3 Olympic cycles from the 2016 one, through till now.
Right, well, I'm going to add that to your introduction from now on, because I like that. I think that's
I don't know if it's an achievement to have just done 3 cycles, though.
You're a
I only
three-time
qualified for
Olympian.
1. No, I didn't qualify for all 3.
Okay, all right.
I only qualified for 1.
Even just 1, even Olympian, I think it sounds great.
Yeah.
It must have been a great experience as well, right?
Well, that was the Tokyo Olympics where by that point we were just happy it went ahead. There was all the...
right, with COVID and the pandemic.
Yeah, there was potential that it could get cancelled.
Yep, the whole world was affected for that. And of course, in terms of badminton, the juniors especially were affected by that because they had 2-3 years where they could not get that really important experience.
Yeah, it has been interesting to see the development of those kind of players.
Now, meanwhile, back on court, 7-2 up, Kusuma and Puspitasari. So a little bit more resolute from Hirokami and Hobara. But still, a lot of work for them to do.
3-7.
They were making Puspitasari move a little bit more in that rally. I think they're onto it.
Service over. 8-3.
That's what's kind of worked for the Indonesians so far is solid defense. They counter one, Japan goes up, and then they can have a well-placed smash after Japan go up with that lift, and it's usually a little bit short.
And actually a correction to what I said a few minutes ago, because she was actually 10th with Pratiwi, and that was Amina Pratiwi, who she won the Australian Open with last year. The Indonesians are actually ranked 83rd right now.
9.
And Hirokami and Hobara are 21.
Yeah, I didn't think I had seen this Indonesian pair around for long. or
Yeah, I was just
heard much of
thinking.
their results.
Just thinking, with 6 events, it's a bit. You have to be absolutely brilliant to be ranked at 10.
Yes.
But
You have to be
was with
Matsutomo and
yeah.
Fukushima pretty much. Win just like an All England straight away.
Oh, that's a wonderful pickup from Puspitasari, but fortunately, Lauder,
9.
nothing else she could do. 4-9.
In the core next door, we have an all Indonesian women's doubles, and that's the pair that I lost to.
All right.
So that's Rose and
Yeah. Rachel Rose.
yeah, Setian.
Setin Ingram.
Yes. So they're beating Rahayu and Ramadanti 18-9.
Really?
That makes me feel better about myself because I went 3 sets with them.
Sure it does.
And they beat the second seeds yesterday, Rin and Kia. So definitely an up-and-coming Indonesian pair. I hadn't really heard of them before.
Rachel Rose and
this.
Setin Ingram, they were paired up with different people, so they've been victims to the, well, not victims, I mean, they've been part of the switch as well. I'll just tell you, Rachel Rose rings a bell, and she's paired up with
10-4.
of course, it was Puspitasari.
Okay.
That's where Rachel Rose was with. And they got to a ranking of 24.
Okay.
Setin Ingram also had a...
Service over. 5-10.
So as you can see, those points, well, the evolution of the points has slowed down, and that's indicative of a better defense from Hirokami and Hobara, or at least more compact output. They're keeping it a little bit tighter, but there's still a lot of work to do. They have to make up this 5-point deficit.
Six, 10.
They're definitely getting more opportunities to finish from the net and a few less errors. I think they had some opportunities in the first, but they were hitting some errors when they got those chances to put it away.
That's better from Hobara.
7-10.
Kusuma has
Service over.
all the time in the world to finish that off, and it's 11-7 at the second break.
Mereka udah sabar-sabarin ladennya gitu ya. Kalian cepetin. Ini malah mereka cepetin duluan. Iya, nah, kalian yang lagi enak nih. Ya? Oke? Ini aku jangan. Yakin ya. Enggak usah tuh makan nasi sih. Jangan sampai kena tuh tadi. Ya udah sekaligus aja. Ya? Oke, jangan kendor ya.
Well, this is it. Crunch time for
11-7.
Hobara and Hirokami.
Play.
Well, they have got a little better in this second, or at least better opportunities in this second game. This is the last phase of action for them if they can't overturn that deficit.
Service over. 8-11.
Well, they just caught this defensive pattern right now. Hirokami and Hobara.
Racket switch.
Seamless
And
racket
she's
switch.
back.
I think she was really lucky that the shuttle was on that side of the court anyway. But still, seamless. Well done. Oh, Hobara scampering back, manages to pick up the shot.
That's a super tight drop shot. You can see how close to the net that landed.
From that angle, from that position as well. Here's the replay. Are we going to see it? Oh, we haven't got it good enough. Oh, there's the seamless racket change. That's it. Wonderful.
That rally, you can see the Japanese using a lot more of the drop shots, taking the pace out, finding the open spaces a lot better than just trying to power through like they did in the first game.
Hirokami to serve. 9-11. Service over. 12-9.
They're certainly doing better, but still that lead 3 points. Great coverage by Puspitasari at the net. And she exerts enough pressure to force the mistake.
13-9.
Oof, that's unlucky.
Hirokami Rui challenges ball out.
The challenge coming in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 14-9. Play. Out. Service over. 10-14.
That's an important serve for the Japanese pair. Great pick up by Hobara. Well, they held on well for that point.
Yeah, good defense by Japan.
11-14.
The Japanese sign said "go go."
Oh, that's what it was.
That was the English. I don't know the Japanese part.
You'd like the headband though. He had a great headband on.
Samurai style.
Oh, that's wonderful work from Hobara.
12-14.
A block there from Puspitasari could have been good, just into the gap.
Right.
Counter. Take the pace out a little bit there.
Puspitasari at the back doing a great job marshalling that back line. As I said, their preferred combination so far seems to be Kusuma at the back and Militia up front.
Sixteen, 12.
There's that shot. Slice almost. A great placement from the Indonesians. A mistake from Militia up front.
Service over. 13, 16.
Kusuma's smash here is quite good at going down the line to set up that straight block. We get quite a few opportunities there to intercept.
Well, they are
Thank you.
really putting their best foot forward right now, Hirokami and Hobara, but still just can't seem to break into that 3-point. It was 5 points.
13,
Oh, it's a 3-point lead. And they're running out of points. Kusuma and Puspitasari, 5 points away from the semi-finals. They're first as a pair.
service over.
That's not when you want a service error.
13.
It's good rotation by the Indonesians.
Nice defense there by Hobara.
Nice little exchange at the net. Hobara doing a lot of the legwork. In the corner from Hirokami.
Service over.
A 4-point run now would be ideal
17.
for the Japanese pair.
Very good. Very good. Thank you.
And they've managed a 3-point run so far in game 2. The Indonesians have managed a 7-point run. That's going to cost.
Service over. 18, 14.
Oh, uncharacteristic from Kusuma.
15, 18.
And rather convenient for Hirokami and Hobara.
They're still in it.
Yep, just about. that looked a little bit of a stretch for Hirokami. Hobara tried to rescue it.
19-15.
Oh, again, it's gone wide. So, 5 match points.
Match point.
That seems to be the theme of the day today. 5 match points for Aoi Farhan, saved, 5 for TotalEnergies, and 5 here for Kusuma and Puspitasari. That was an interesting shot from Hobara.
Service over. 16-20.
And that was going to be a straight kill for Kusuma, wasn't it? So 21-16 in the second. And 47 minutes on the clock. There's confirmation of it. 21-11, 21-16. Kusuma and Puspitasari make it to their first semi-final as a pair. That's going to be great.
21,
Pride for them.
21-16.
Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Australian Open. And after 2 brilliant matches on quarterfinals Friday, one's going to be a treat for absolutely everyone, as the world #1 and #1 seed An Se-young in the women's singles quarterfinal against Manami Suitsu. The winner of this will face the winner of the All Thailand battle between Supanita and Ratchnok.